Welcome to Uncharted Entrepreneurship, the show that brings you stories of trailblazing entrepreneurs. Get inside access to the minds of founders, partners, and visionaries. See how they find opportunity in challenges and take bold risks. They think big, act boldly, and make a real difference. Learn how they're shaping the future and making the world a better place. Get inspired to take action, believe in yourself, and ignite your own journey. Make your mark. Sponsored by EO Minnesota. Uncharted Entrepreneurship is a production of Content Basis, LLC. Copyright 2024. Subscribe and download today wherever you listen to podcasts.
Welcome to this episode. Today I have Martin Purmensky. Martin is the founder of The Video Cards, and I will let Martin do an introduction, tell us your day-to-day role, and then maybe tell us one of your passions in life.
Hey, Brent. So my name is Martin Purmensky, as you said, and I am the founder and owner of the Video Cards. We sell video brochures, video mailers, and any kind of display-based devices. We can get to it later what it is. When it comes to my passion, it's related to my previous business. I love photography and I love to travel, so that kind of combines those two things together. I listened to one of your podcasts a few weeks ago where one lady was talking about travel as well. When we can, we travel with family, and I run around with my camera. And probably, right now in our dining room is this huge picture of Patagonia shot from Chile. So that was probably the highlight of our travel. That was absolutely beautiful, and I would recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, that's great. I have a passion for photography. I can't say that I do it enough, but I think with iPhones now it's so much easier. To at least get some photos. And I used to travel to India a lot, and then everybody liked to take photos of me, like they wanted to get their selfie with me. So, tell us a little bit about. Oh, actually, before we get started, you have volunteered to be part of the Free Joke Project. And I'm just going to tell you a joke. All you have to do is give me a rating 1 through 5.
Okay.
So here we go. Kudos to the person who invented denim jeans. They were genius.
Okay. Well, I would say it's 4. It's pretty good. Yeah, I get it right away. Sometimes with jokes, I have to think about it. But this one, 4 is good.
All right, yeah, so that's important. I think a lot of times I do end up explaining the joke, but I'm happy that you got it.
If you have to explain it, it probably is not the best one. But
so let's talk about. So I am familiar with your product or your type of product, and I maybe more in a commercial setting. I know that at many conferences, at a booth, they would have a video type display that you would, or actually, I think Akinio or one of the PIM systems actually sent me a whole demo of their product in a video type card, which was pretty interesting. And it looked just like your product. It wasn't personal photos, but it was demo screenshots and how the product worked. I guess I'll be honest for that. I didn't think it was super effective, and it's probably a very expensive use of their time and mail. But I can understand. Well, before I do it, why don't you tell us a little bit about the background of your company and why you got into it?
Well, you can hear the accent. I am originally from Czechoslovakia. I studied to be in the printing industry. I actually for a while worked on an offset printer, and then fast forward, I met my wife. She was teaching English in my country in Czech Republic at the time. She imported me to the United States. I work in mostly in creative field. So I for one resort company, I did a lot of print website. I traveled the U.S. to take pictures of their resorts and video as well. And in 2014, I got my first video brochure in my hands, and I thought, oh my God, this is a combination of everything I have ever done. It's print, it's design, it's photography, it's video, and it's for marketing. So I took it to a couple of friends. I showed it, and they thought that it's a great product for what it can do. The price at the time was starting to fall, so it was more affordable than before. And so after a few years, initially I offered it as a part of my other business, but then I had to spin it out, and I created the video cards. We sell video brochures, video mails, and so on. And what it is a custom printed brochure. And when you open it, there is a video. So I have one here. You can see that this was done specifically for this company. And once you open it, there is a video that starts playing. Obviously, this has a lot of advantages. We are selling every year more of them. And probably the biggest growth was during the pandemic, because if you have salespeople that cannot see face to face their clients, then the next good thing is to send them brochure and in a way see them face to face. Well, one way face to face, I guess, through the video brochure. It's easy to customize it, so they can upload even a specific video where they can say something like, "Hey, brand, this is Martin, and I want to introduce you to this new product." So during the pandemic, that got hugely popular, and it's still, the momentum is still going. We continue, as I said, increase sales year after year.
That's good. I guess I never thought about the ability to customize it per client, and that would be very effective to really personalize it. Tell us a little bit about how that works and how effective that is.
So, when you look at trends in marketing, lately a lot of is said about customization and personalization. So in many cases, most of our clients are sending brochures that have the same video over and over on every brochure, right? But in some cases, we are uploading videos specifically for the person to which it's being sent. So you can address in the video, you can address specifically. First of all, you can address the person to which this is being sent, but also you can address the company that you think how they may benefit from the product or services you are selling, right? So again, if you offer generic brochure and it says, "Hello, my name is," as opposed to "Hello, brand, my name is Martin, and I am sending this to your business, ABC," then of course it may have a different impact. Of course, now with the AI, it's getting easier a little bit, because we had one organization that wanted to send like 1,000 video brochures to potential donors or something. And they were interested to make it personalized for each person, but the guy said, "There's no way I can make my CEO or director or whoever sit for 1,000 videos and say, 'Hello, brand, hello, Jennifer, hello, Josh,' and so on and so on." And there are now services where you can upload one video, a database, and it will spit out 1,000 video files, each for a specific person, right? So in that case, the personalization will continue, I would expect, with this kind of technology going forward. But it doesn't have to be, really. We have different clients where, we had one client that ordered 100 brochures and they send it to one single company, quite large company and very popular lately. But imagine that they really wanted to get that business, so they send it to 100 people within one company to make sure that somebody will notice. So that's sometimes interesting to see how they just put all in one basket and really targeted that one company to be noticed.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Have you always been an entrepreneur, or is this a new venture, second venture, fourth venture? Tell us a little bit about how the journey you got to where you're at.
So when I came here, I work, as I mentioned, in the hospitality industry, doing basically leading a creative department for one resort company. But even before I did, I had my own business, and afterwards, when in 2009 the company went into bankruptcy, I utilized my network of people that I already knew within the industry, and got hired for various projects. I traveled to Colorado, to Utah, to New Jersey to take pictures and videos of hotels and so on. So yeah, you know what, looking back, I always tried something on my own as opposed to being employed. In fact, in the last 25 years, I was employed for 5 years. When I had other business with the photography and creative services, but then when I saw the potential in the video cards, it was, I immediately knew that card will be much more lucrative than anything I have ever done before. And I'm very proud that, being from Czech Republic kind of puts it into perspective. We work even with White House Historical Association, which I'm so proud of, because I never thought I would be calling the White House lines, or we work with Ferrari in San Francisco. We did brochures for Purell, Johns Hopkins University. Those are names that I'm still very humbled by, that I get to count organizations and companies like that among my clients.
How about so you've mentioned some decent sized clients. Has it been difficult to scale what you're trying to do?
You know what? I am more kind of the careful kind of person. So it took me a couple of years to scale it, but still, every year we increase and increase and increase. But I was kind of more careful about growing too fast, because obviously there are some growing pains, right? But once you acquire a client and they have a good experience, and we tried really hard to focus on customer support and just do really good work when it comes to supporting our clientele. Most clients come back year after year, or sometimes we have, like yesterday, I got email from a client that worked with us 2 years ago, and they have another big order in pipeline. So scaling doesn't look well. It's going well as far as that goes, because at this point, probably 25% of our orders are from existing clients, and they come back with new projects. They might not have to come back for, as I said, 2 years or a whole year. But we do have few that come a couple of times with new order every year. So it's kind of starts rolling on itself, I would say.
This podcast it's sponsored by Entrepreneurs Organization. I'm part of EO Minnesota. And a big thing in the entrepreneurial world, or at least in the EO world, is EOS, Entrepreneurial Operating System. Have you looked at any ways or do you use anything like a framework for your business operating system to function?
Not really, no. I do not work with anything like that. I am part of few organizations, but
from a day-to-day role, what do you see yourself? EOS has a visionary role and an integrator role, so the visionary would be the person that kind of just comes up with the conceptual ideas, and the integrator is the person that really gets things done. Do you see yourself more as a visionary or an integrator?
I do think that I am visionary. The business takes a lot of time on my part, and I'm trying to hire additional help here to help with the day-by-day tasks. But I have some ideas how we could create new devices, new ways how to improve the marketing, or be it with the video stands, for example, that you see behind me, or other devices where you can include the video component, so yes, my head is constantly spinning, thinking about what new could be created with the technology.
Is there any As a one of my go-to reading books to kind of for business would be a book called Traction by Gino Wickman, and it kind of lays out a framework, maybe based on the Rockefeller habits. One of those things when your head is spinning is they call it the shiny object, where you get a little bit distracted and suddenly you've taken your eye off what you should be doing instead of you. How do you deal with situations like that?
I am trying to, and exactly what you are saying, I'm experiencing because I start working on something and then, oh, I should take care quickly of this. But I am listening to a lot of podcasts and self-help and things like that. So I am trying desperately to stay on one task, finish it, and then go to other one because it happened a couple of times when I started writing emails and I jumped to something else. And then at the end of the day, I look under all my open windows and find the email that was never sent. So it's certainly something, multitasking all over the place may be a good thing. You need to multitask, but at the same time, it can be distracting when it comes to accomplish everything you want to accomplish. So I'm working on it very hard to stay focused on individual tasks as we go.
I know earlier you mentioned the use of AI in creating video. How have you applied artificial intelligence, machine learning into your day-to-day business, or have you used AI to help you to be more efficient in your day-to-day business?
Well, absolutely. I use some in video to test. As we try to expand to other markets, I created one video and then fed it into a video AI translator, and I was blown away. Being from the Czech Republic, I could really check the quality of the translation, and it was just perfect. It was amazing to me. I mean, the voice changed of the model that I hired, but as far as the movement of the mouth and everything, it was fantastic. When it comes to, of course, something like ChatGPT, we are using it in some cases to speed up writing of emails, get idea for blog posts, and so on. Now we started looking into creating a chatbot and we are still creating the document to teach the chatbot to learn everything that we know about video brochures. Because many times, even though it's on the website, people are asking, can I have video brochure with my own design? Well, yes, that's the whole concept. So if the chatbot can really quickly answer questions like that, I think that would be extremely helpful. And so far it works really well from the tests that we have done, but I still have to go through some technical aspects of implementing it into the website. But certainly, it seems to me so hard to keep up because the technology is going so quickly ahead, and every day there is like a new company that comes with something cool that you are thinking like, ooh, that sounds good. Maybe I should implement it. But here it's about the going from one thing to the other. It's just impossible to try everything. So we work with some selected tools in AI, and so far it looks very promising.
You mentioned just hiring people. I think you're in Florida. And I guess in your business, it doesn't really matter where people are located. But have you, in the technology space, have you been struggling trying to find the right people to fit the roles you're looking for?
Lately, yes. We just posted an ad for or job posting for a social media manager, and it was kind of difficult to we get ton of interest, but in some cases there was really no experience, and in some cases there was some experience. However, B2B social media is very different than if somebody is posting something from vacation. So we have some struggles and growing pains in that regard. But at the same time, I work with one lady that I found in Tampa, and she's absolutely fantastic, and a few others that are great support. in the business. I'm so thankful that I found them because initially I was looking for somebody within Orlando, but even though some of our people are remote, it's still working quite well.
For your business coming up, like as we go into this holiday season, you're a B2B, so maybe the Black Friday doesn't affect you as much, but do you have anything that you're excited about that's coming up in the next, say, half a year that you see as something that's going to help you or even your business, your particular market that's going to start helping you?
Well, I am very excited about the next 4 months because in many ways we do in the last 4 months as much business as maybe first 6 months. It gets really busy. Companies have a lot of money to spend, and if they can spend it on marketing, that is perfect. Typically, they want to send something, January like the second week or something like that when people return and are ready to work on the in the new year. So there is a lot of business, and you can imagine how it just changed within week to week in the mid-August, where people came from vacation and suddenly like, oh my God, we have to pick up this video brochure project, and we just got slammed. So right now we have a lot of orders, and I assume that it will continue with like even video brochures for a holiday, like thanking companies for thank you for working with me, or as a kind of holiday gift. That is the next 3-4 months will be quite exciting from the business standpoint.
Yeah, I guess when I asked that, I didn't think the fact that you probably are supplying people that are supplying to D2C. So you're a little bit downstream from a regular retail vendor, but that those clients are your clients who are your B2B. So I guess I didn't quite make that connection when I asked the question, but I would imagine that your business then is cyclical in the sense that maybe running up to Black Friday, you're going to get busier. And then as you said, or as you passed the holidays and into quarter one, right, there's that ramp up to let's call it the conference season of the spring.
That's right. Yes, and typically it kind of dies off for the 2 weeks at the end of December, like everywhere, right? But then it picks up again in January. But certainly, we do have a lot of clients that are like, hey, we need to spend $50,000. What can we do? And we give them proposal for you can do this or that. And I like those kind of jobs because it's like, great. We are thankful that you want to spend it with us. That's absolutely fantastic.
Martin, we have a few minutes left. As I close out the podcast, I give everybody a chance to do a shameless plug about anything they want. What would you like to plug today?
Well, of course, I would like to plug my business. Many people don't know what video brochure is. So, in fact, if I tell someone what it is, they think that it's some kind of service on YouTube where I upload video to promote a business like that. But then if I go to networking meetings and I show one device to someone, you can see how the wheel starts running, and people are like, oh my God, this is great. How we could use it in this way or that way. And hey, Jennifer, come check this out. Hey, Josh, look at this. This will be great for this and this project. So if you want to find out more what the video brochures or video mailers, video stands, video boxes, what those are, go to the website, thevideocards.com, and you can see some samples of our devices, and you will get idea how they can improve your marketing and sales and fundraising and so on.
Yeah, and I'll just say that I did look through the website, and it is very extensive, and you have a lot of solutions for people to try, and it's very interesting. I'm intrigued even by the little video boxes that you have. It's more than just a brochure. I like how you can insert video even in a book or a book case. Like one solution you had where you give somebody a book and then you you open up the case and there's a video that kind of describes it. There's all kinds of things that people can do.
Absolutely, yeah. With the video books, people or our clients are buying it when they release book and they want to send it to influencers. So they send them the book and say, hey, please read my book, make a little interaction on the video, and there it is. The book can be taken out of the box and you can read it, and hopefully you go on social media to plug it for that person that wrote it. So there are so many different ways how you can use it. We have one with the chocolate box where you can send chocolates to your client and say, hey, here, thank you for working with me, enjoy the chocolates, or whatever you want this to be.
Yeah, that's awesome. I need that.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a good solution only for the winter. Sending chocolates in summer, that may be, especially here in Florida, that may be a little...
year-round in Florida sometimes.
Right, yeah.
Martin, it's been such a great conversation. It's thevideocards.com. And how would they reach you if they want to contact you?
They can find me on LinkedIn, where I'm trying to be quite active when time allows. And so that would be probably the best, given the focus on B2B, be on LinkedIn whenever possible.
That's great, and I will make sure I put all those into the show notes. Martin Purmensky, it's been such a great honor to speak to you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Brent. I appreciate it.
Uncharted Entrepreneurship is a production of Content Basis, LLC. Copyright 2023. You can find more award-winning content at contentbasis.io. And that wraps up the latest edition of Uncharted Entrepreneurship. Bold tales from entrepreneurial trailblazers. I'm your host, Brent Peterson, signing off after an incredible fireside chat with one of our intrepid trailblazing guests. Their first-hand perspective on conquering the unexplored wilds of business is just a taste of the rare wisdom you'll discover from pioneering entrepreneurs on this show. I also invite you to join me each week for insider commentary on the startup scene and digital marketing landscape on my Talk Commerce podcast. You can find Talk Commerce wherever you download podcasts or go to talk-commerce.com. I'd be grateful if you left a review and rating for Uncharted Entrepreneurship to help more bold founders find their way to game-changing insights that empower ventures to transform communities. This is your host, Brent Peterson, signing off for now. I'll see you around the virtual campfire next episode as we embark on another adventure into the great entrepreneurial unknown.